My name is Steven and I'm from Bothell, Washington, and I'm 14 years old.
Steven and I joined the Big Brothers Big Sisters program when Steven was 8. I've always been a single mom. Steven was really a very social little boy. He was looking around at the other kids in the neighborhood and the other kids at school and really starting to notice that he didn't have a dad.
Before Big Brothers and Big Sisters, I wasn't quite the nicest child. I would get into fights a lot and I really didn't have very good grades. I think I was kind of just missing that male role model because my mom and it was just us and I really didn't have anybody except for her.
Said, you know, it's time to get him a male role model he can look up to. Mike came over to the house with our coordinator and Steven was very excited.
I was really excited. I couldn't wait until the day that I met him, and then I did, and he was really tall. I was like half his height.
When I came to Steven's house to meet his mom, and he was kind of tucked behind Mom there, and he came around and he looked up and he started at my toes and he went all the way up to the top of my head and he says, "Are you gonna be my big brother?"
I was a little bit intimidated at first, and then he started talking and it was just great.
They came over and hit it off instantaneously. It was really amazing.
And it's been no looking back. We've just been there for each other since then. One of the things that's very important to me and is key at Steven's age is performance in school and being able to build a career and opportunities for yourself later in life.
Every time he would come, he would always ask me if I was current on my homework and how classes were going. He had me doing flashcards, just 12 by 12 multiplication tables, and that helped a lot. Like, I really didn't like math very much before, and now it's one of my favorite subjects.
Not only does he want to show me his report card, but he's excited. He comes out running to the door. "Hey Mike, look what I've got." I play kind of firm sometimes. "Hey, how's schoolwork?" And if we need some assignments to be done or Steve needs some help with some of his work, then we'll spend the first part of our time together, whether it be an hour or 2 hours. And once we've met our goals and gotten where we need to be, then we're able to go out and do some of the fun stuff as well.
Yep.
One of the things I've introduced Steven to is the hacky sack. And what it's done for me is it's an athletic thing. It gets you outside of the house, keeps you active, but it also is an icebreaker. If you're in a crowd in a new school that I knew Steven would be going to, you can bust out a hacky sack and you'll see that other folks begin to come out of the woods and you begin to make friends.
Since Mike's and Steven have been matched, there's been a really neat improvement in Steven's self-confidence.
Mike's really easy to talk to. Mainly it's been, "What do you want to do, Mike?" "I don't know." Be like, "What do you want to do, Steven?" "I don't know." It would just be that for 10 minutes and then we'd go out and do something and have a blast at whatever it was. It never really mattered what we did, it's just doing it together.
Big Brothers and Big Sisters has made such a huge difference in Steven's life and in my life. It's given Steven so much joy and it just kind of radiates out of him.
I have a lot of decisions ahead of me, and I know that whatever I choose, Mike will be there and support me in any of them.
I've always been proud of you, and especially this year, starting a new school and in the 9th grade, I knew it was going to be more difficult for you, and I wanted you to know that I would be there when you needed me. You stay true to yourself and true to the things that are important to you, so those are things that make me proud of you and proud to be your big brother.
I really want to be a big brother, and hopefully I can be like a fraction as good as Mike has been for me. And that would change the life of some boy in the future dramatically.
Hi, my name is Rainera Cluis. I'm 17 years old.
My name is Nikki DeBee and I am 32 years old, and I've been involved in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program for almost 7 years now. The first time I met Rhaenyra, she was 10 years old, and I met her mother Joanne as well at the time.
Me and my mom were like staying in like different like hotels and shelters and stuff like that. It was like right when we were just coming out of like being homeless. When my brothers were younger, my father was around, but then he started using drugs, and he became an alcoholic. So my mom didn't want us around that, so him and my mom separated. It was hard because we didn't have like much money coming in or anything like that. My mom decided to put me in Big Brothers Big Sister program because I didn't really have like a sister figure or a sister like mentor kind of, so my mom wanted me to have one. Nikki came in, and it was nice because like she didn't like shun us like most people would have or anything like that, you know. She was like really cool, and she was like really welcoming. It was just nice to like have somebody there that accepted me for who I was.
The first time I talked to Rhaenyra's mom, you know, when we were alone at the end, I said, you know, what are your expectations for this relationship? And she said, you know, I just want to have somebody be a positive role model in Rhaenyra's life.
I was like really shy, like I didn't talk much or anything, and like she would like try to start conversation, but I was just like yeah or stuff like that, you know. I didn't say much because I was so shy.
I'm in sales, I talk to people all day long. I really, when I have an interaction with someone, if they're not talking to me, I feel like something's wrong with me. So it's been a huge learning experience.
She's like really like outgoing and stuff, and I like that because I'm kind of like shy, and then like she's kind of outgoing, so then it's like people would think it would clash, but it doesn't. We like reflect off of each other, I guess, and so like it's really cool because like I'll be like shy to do something, and she'll be like, come on, let's do it, or something like that, or there's be like something like she's afraid to do. I'm like, no, we're gonna do this anyways, or something like that, you know. So yeah, it's really cool.
As our relationships evolved, and we've both, you know, Rhaenyra's gotten a little bit older and I've gotten a little bit more involved in my career, I think it's something where it's been perfect because we maybe don't have as much time as we used to spend, but when we do, we really cherish it, and we can even just go hang out and walk around the mall and be totally comfortable with each other. So it's been a nice evolution.
Right now, I am a junior, second semester, so I'll be graduating next year. Now my main focus is what school do I want to go to, if I want to stay in state, if I want to go out of state.
I know that it's a hard road to get there sometimes when you come from a background where you've had some adversity, but it's just something that will pay so many dividends in the future, and so that's something that's definitely something I want to see her do. And then I just, you know, want to be friends with her. I want to hopefully go to her wedding and go to big life events, go to her college graduation, and just be there for her if she ever needs anything.
I want to do Big Brother Big Sister program because they've done so much for me, and like Nikki's done so much for me, and I want to be able to like do the same for another little girl and have her have that same experience that I was able to enjoy.
To win the match of the year for Washington is just absolutely amazing. I feel like this isn't work. This wasn't something hard to do, hanging out with you.
Like the way it's perceived, like it's like, okay, we won match of the year, but it's like we wouldn't have won that if it wasn't for Big Brother Big Sister program, you know? And like if it wasn't for them matching us, we wouldn't be able to be like where we are right now, have that friendship or anything like that. So it's like they should be like getting the award for like bringing two people together.
So I just want you to know that I am so proud of you. That you're going to be graduating high school soon, and then you're going to be going to college, and anything that I can do to help you with that, picking things out, writing essays, I'm definitely there for you.
Nikki, I just want to say thank you so much for like sticking with me for this song, and I know that you're still going to be around like even after I turn 18 and they say, oh, you haven't part of the program anymore, but that's okay because we'll still have each other. And I just want to thank you so much for like being there and just being my friend and showing me like so much more to life and everything like that, you know. So yeah, and I love you. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love you too.